All right, folks. So if you remember, I had mentioned on the message today that we had an exciting event coming on. It will happen at 8 p.m. today. Here's me doing the same event with one of my other accounts. It's called Marshall's Guard. Now, you'll notice there's a bunch of tanks on here. I need to hurry up and get some people together, and I'll explain what I'm doing in a minute. So, you would think I know. All right. So basically, I'm taking my first. You notice these are the quote-unquote enemy, and all we're doing is bombarding them and doing damage. And what will end up happening is we'll get points for an accumulative damage over the entire event. It's 30 minutes. The first 5 minutes, not much happens. That's when everyone is getting situated. So to get going, you'll just tap on the tank like you normally would, and down there you see the flag, and this creates a rally. I like to use one of my weakest marches, and you'll see what the rationale is in a minute for that. So now we have a march going on. The issue is it takes about 5 minutes for each march to come together. You'll see 452, and in 5 minutes it'll actually start. But the goal is, as soon as the tanks come up, you want to get in queue. Once you're in queue, then you'll be able to send out your rally. Now, you're only allowed to send out one rally at a time. That's it. But you can join other people's rally. So the goal is take your weakest march, which is usually your second march, especially right now, and then you'll let that one start the rally. Once the rally is started, then you'll take your strongest march and you'll just find a plus sign over here and you'll add it to the other march that's in place, the rally that's in place. So again, just hit the plus sign, you pick which one is going to be, you hit march, and it'll start going. I particularly right now have two stronger marches, and my third one and my fourth one tend to be my weakest. So I just do 3 on those right there, and 1 and 2. I send those out. So now you see I'm in green, so it lets me know that I'm in 2 marches right now. So if you see yourself in green, you're in the right place. 1 I've initiated, 1 I'm actually in, and the other one I'm actually in. So I have 3 at one time. Now what happens is when you go after the tank, it'll happen automatically. You'll start to accumulate points. And so here you'll see if it's even up yet. Yep, you'll see rewards, and there's no battle data yet because we haven't started yet. But you also receive individual rewards. So you got speed ups, you have diamonds, you have the ore that allows you to build your weapons and your shields stronger. And so you get that. Also, there's other stuff that you get to for just participating and showing up, and it just accumulates. And so this is some of the free stuff. Now, why is this like important? Some people would just look at it as, oh, it's a rewards time. But what's going to happen in about a day or so, if you look at your event tab or you look on the right side of yours, it's going to tell you that, being that we're a new server, that we're going to be taking over cities. Well, that will be most people's first time coming together as one alliance to fight the zombies who are in the cities. And whoever wins that city, then we own that city. And then owning this different cities gives us better position, better ranking, and at some point could make it where head honcho now becomes the president, of the actual server. So the point is, we get to practice before. This is why this one is crucial. So what are we learning? We're learning how to work in tandem together through rallies to attack whoever the enemy is. Now, when we do the event in a day or so, we'll talk to head honcho, and sometimes it's better to go in as a rally. Sometimes it's better to fight alone going in there, and we'll just see what happens for that event. And something else you'll want to do, if you can't not make that event, you want to go into your tabs here, go into settings, and where it says respond to all out attack, make sure that's on. So if you're not here for some reason, then you will automatically respond to the attack and you'll help out. All right. So remember, this event is called Marshall's Guard. It will start at 8 p.m. Pacific. That's 8 p.m. Pacific. That'd be 11 p.m. Eastern time. All right. Now, if you look to the left over here, you see where it says squad. This is telling me what's going on. So I have one that's rallying, another one that's rallying, another one that's rallying. I'm reinforcing another person. Now you notice the first ones went out. Boom. All right, so I'm still rallying. That wasn't me. Now, it looks like we were defeated, which you're always going to have a defeat. I remember when I first saw this, I was like, I'm losing. I'm not going to hurt the team. Every point counts. So you're not hurting. It's just, remember, it's an accumulation of points. So you got rallying. Now I'm going. If you look at the top left here, I'm going. And while I'm going, also see these help buttons, guys. These help buttons, this little helmet is crucial to hit. You should want to hit that like it's gold because it helps you produce points. And those points allow you to buy things, which I'll show you in a minute after this round of rallying is going. And usually takes about 5 minutes for each rally. So boom, they're returning. Now, while they're returning, I'm going to have damaged troops. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here to the radar. And I'm already starting to think, where am I going to put some of my best people? The reason why you want your best people, and I got to wait 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second before I get back. Boom. Now I march. The rationale between having the people, your, what is it called? Your best people going first is for this, rotating is for the simple reason is because it's 5 minutes for the worst one, but you can get maybe 2 rallies in before the other one goes out, which gives you more points and we can do more damage to them. So I'm healing. All right. And let me add this one here. All right. And so now it's just going back through the same process. And if you notice, I have one other person that's available. So I'm going to look through the line here. Right now, all the marches are taken up. And because they're taken up, I got to wait till another march opens. This is why you always want to have at least one march in the queue because it helps everyone out as we're going through the process of waiting and going from there. Now, let's go back to the little, I guess it's a mask or whatever that is, but it's the help button. Let me release my troops here. Let me get some more. Heal. All right. Now, today we get points because it's a competition day for healing, using healing speed ups. So I'm going to use some healing speed ups. The key is knowing when to use your items and when not to use them. Right now I'm getting points for that. And I've accumulated so far for today 7.2 million, which is the minimum I like to get. And this opens up all these boxes over here, which you'll learn more about this as time goes on. These boxes right over here, which has a bunch of goodies and rewards to help you move your bases forward and give you more power. So if you notice, one is a reinforcing rally. I have 2 rallies that I can jump into, but right now it's full. So I got to wait for another plus sign to come up or someone else to initiate the rally. But what I can do is I can initiate a rally. So let me go here, get back my person. I kind of messed up because, everything's fine. So now I have another rally going on. I should have put the 3rd person, but I put my 2nd one because I kind of mixed them up just in the middle of doing this video here. So now we're just waiting. So because I did that, it produced a rally so more people can get in. Well, someone else got in. So then I just check to see, okay, I got this guy here. Boom, I throw him in and we'll see what happens. And then I can also check my rewards, see where I'm at in the queue. Our leaders, of course, number 1. I'm number 2 right now. Fall Spring is number 3. And so we'll just see where this all takes us, So, and then again, we get rewards for that. Now, going back to the little help button, you want to hit that help button as much as you can because what it does is it allows you to go into where it says Alliance, the Alliance store, and where it says Alliance store here, you can actually buy things with these points and they're free points. And I think each one is like 30 or 50. I can't remember what the number is, but they're substantial. And so, like for instance, on construction day, you can have enough points from here to actually get free construction speed ups. The 8 hours is 40 hours. The 1 hours are 9, so that's 49 hours. And right now I have 26,000. You can tell I've been using them. I can probably use the healing speed ups, save those. I'm missing 4,000 to get all of them right now. And as you can tell, I've been using them like crazy, everything on here. So I allow those points that I use all week to hit on to get those. Now, how else do you get the points? You go to Alliance, you hit Alliance Tech, and this is free. You choose a tech, and the whole time you just donate. And so there's also a contest for that. I'm number 5 in donations. I could bump that up real quick if I wanted to. And let me see, go back here to Alliance Tech. Then I can just use my coin, my diamonds I have. Right now I only have 5,000 left over on this account. Another account I have more. And then go over here, Alliance Tech. Let's see where I'm at now. I'm number 1 that quick. So it goes back and forth on this one here. But the more you donate, every time you donate, the more points you get. that you can actually spend. So this is a little bit of our Marshall event. Remember, the point of it is for us to work together for the first time. We get to work more in tandem together, have more unity. Also, you get to practice with battling. And for those of you who are hungry, I want to do some battling, because I've seen that in there. When do we get to fight people? Well, here's the people we get to fight over here. So hope this video helped you all out. I know it's a longer video, but super informative. Again, Marshall is tonight at 8 p.m. Pacific. And here's other help. Boom. So we got points for that. And this will accumulate. I'll probably hit anywhere between second and third. And there is a little technique. If you see right here that the numbers are going down 18 minutes, 18:58, you cannot start another rally after 5 when it's 5 minutes or less, because it takes 5 minutes to get there. So usually, depending upon how everything sets out, if I can't do another rally, I just throw everyone into the pluses that I can put in. So again, here's some pluses, bam, right over here. If you can also check this way, I have them all tied up. Well, actually I have 11 seconds here. This guy here, this number 1 is my strongest March on this account. So I'm waiting 3, 2, 1, 0. And then I'm immediately, it's almost like a contest sometimes between you and other people. I'm going in, hitting that plus button, hitting March, we're good to go. I start my healing process. Boom. I need more points today. So I hit use. They give me points for using healing. All right, we'll get more into what this is. This is what we call server versus server. What we're doing right now, the reason why we're shielding is because we're doing 2 events simultaneously. One is server versus server, and the other one is the Marshall Guard. And if our shields are down, the enemy can attack us, and they'll get more points, and they'll actually win for the week. But that's something else. But just keep that in mind. Like this guy here, Jelly, being the king, is being a yo-yo. And so is OMG Gus, because he has the shield off. Because they have their shield off or went down by accident and they didn't time it right, the enemy could come in right now and blast them and get more points and eventually win the game. The other reason why we want to keep everything tight is because if you notice, this is not as tight as it should be, but these empty gaps that are in between here, you see empty gap, the enemy could actually, if there's enough space, just drop right in the middle of it, and everyone who's empty around it just blast them, and it takes too long. But the tighter we are, all right, let's say we're super tight and they can't get in, they have to go around the outside of the actual hive, and it takes them longer to get to one of our people, which in turn gives us time to reinforce that person, gives us time to attack the other person. So we always want to keep it tight. So hopefully this was informative for you. Remember, we're first into battle.